Peace, family. So I'm back with another one. So today what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about knowing how someone values you the way they spend their time when they're not with you. So what got me to this subject today was just diving in on my own personal interactions, engagements I done had with people throughout my years, and you can usually always tell how they value you by how they spend their time when they're not with you. And I say that to say because it's like I'll use sporting as an example just for right now. I really got away from sporting examples for a long time, and it seemed like recently I've been back to them. But for instance, if I'm trying out for the basketball team, let's just say I had to try out. If I was trying out for the basketball team, right, and the coach told me what I had to do to play the point guard position, I don't practice with the physical, with the actual physical school and the coaching staff and the team. I don't actually practice with them all day, every day. You only practice with them for maybe 2 to 3 hours max. You know what I'm saying? And if you get a couple extra hours in it, maybe 4 to 5 hours. But that's all you're gonna get throughout the day. But usually the coach can tell by how you've been spending your time away from the court, by how much you're progressing on the court. So if the coach don't see me at practice because we done had the weekend off, Saturday, Sunday, or let's just say it's summertime, and I wanted to be a starter, but I was lacking in a couple areas this summer, the season before, I would start practicing as much as I possibly could throughout the summer. I would be on AAU basketball teams. I would be doing summer leagues. I would be doing my own little personal drill trainings with just my right hand dribbling, my left hand dribbling, just shooting drills. I would be working on all these different things. I would have all these different angles that I'm working on. So when I pulled up on the coach again, and he told me, Jackson, on the court, I am going to show him everything that I've been doing when I wasn't around him, when I wasn't on that motherfucking court, on that court with him. I'm trying to tell you, like, that's the best time to show someone and to show the universe, to prove to yourself that you have and you can put the work in. You can. I take these concepts and then I flip them into real life. So then I look at my engagements that I have with other females that wanted to get into my life, other males who wanted to pretend to build something or to be a part of my life as well too. If you a female and you was trying to get into my life and we wasn't around each other, but we was still trying to build towards something, let's say we didn't talk for we didn't have any long conversation talks for maybe 3-4 days, maybe it was just small light text messaging in between them. So when I talk to you again on day 4, day 5, or I see you on day 4, day 5, you should have plenty of information to feed me. You should have enough stuff to talk about. You have dug in and looked into enough other things to understand that we're building on something. But what happens is I show out to play for these sports, but then you have the other entities beside you who don't show out to play. They don't show out. Matter of fact, I'll change that. They play because they play their fucking games. They don't show out to actually do the work. They don't want to put the fucking work in. They don't want to put the work in. Everybody feels like because they talk to you or they say hi, then oh, you should just give them all access to you. And it's like, nah, fuck that. You cannot have that kind of access to me. That's not how that's going to work. Because if I want to get a starting position, or if I want to play on a certain team, then it's certain requirements that I have to abide by, that I have to do. The coach is not going to start me if I haven't been practicing my game, if I haven't been working on what I'm supposed to be working on to outshine the next player that's working his ass off for the same position. We got the competition set up in the wrong standpoints of life. Like, we're supposed to all be working together. But it's certain things that we do compete on because that's just in our nature. But when it comes to people wanting to be in your life and you wanting to be in people's life, if I want to be in somebody's life, I'm going to figure out my position in their life. I got to see what they got going on, and then I got to see, all right, is this a weak link over here I could fill in, or is this a position over here I could possibly help fill in? Like, I'm looking for all the angles. But what I realize is, too, is that I do shit from a healthy standpoint, you know? I'm not saying I don't do things selfishly sometimes, but I always do it from the healthiest standpoint and with the best intentions possible. But these motherfuckers on the other side, all of that shit that they create is considered the gray areas, confusion, is chaos, and they like it. So to them, it makes more sense to sit around in the gray area, in all the confusion. You know what I'm saying? As long as they stay in that gray area, then it's like, that's like, if you get let's say you go get a smoothie or something, or some kind of drink in that nature, it's always a core base to it, whether it's like orange juice, coconut milk, almond milk. It's always a core base. For them, confusion and chaos, that's their core base. That's their core base, and then they add other ingredients to their, like, okay, I want coconut juice, but I'm gonna add pineapples and strawberries and mango in there. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how they work their sauce over there for them. So when you start adulting and you start maturing and you start understanding that there's a war going on, then you realize that it's not that they don't know and don't want to learn and to do these things. It's that they don't care to. They don't care to. They don't give a fuck to. And for me, once I get that in my process, oh shit, well, maybe they didn't know, or I showed them, oh, God, they did this, or they did that. Nah, they don't give a fuck. Oh, okay. Soon as that crosses my path, it makes everything a whole lot simpler and easier dealing with. We all adults, we all grown, we all mature, and the ones that's not, it's still enough information out here for you to find it. You just don't want to dig and look and learn and research and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's something you have to be willing to put the time in to do. The coach is gonna give me an opportunity, but I gotta put the work in for the position. It's usually at least 2 or 3 people going for the position. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta put the work in for it. I do. So it's the same thing when you're dealing with people in real life, friends, family. Like, don't continue to settle for these dead end conversations, these dry engagements that's just, hey, good day, how are you? Good. Beautiful day. Yes, it is. The sky is purple. The grass is blue. I don't know. All of that shit right there is going nowhere. It's going nowhere. It's going nowhere. It's just a way to stay engaged with your energy. It's like keeping you on a fishing line. It's like, okay, it's no point of sending me these texts anymore at this point in my life because I am fucking grown, okay? So the conversation should be going somewhere. Oh, hey, I miss you. Okay, that's good for you. It's good. Where are we going with this conversation? Where is this going? In my mind, when I say where is it going, I know it's supposed to be going here, but I say that because it's usually going this way, but I give it the opportunity. It's like, once you get past the you have to experience everything phase while you're growing, once you get past that and you get to these places, you're not gonna want to waste that energy. You're gonna understand that people keep saying time is not real, which that went blowing like a motherfucker. People keep saying time is not real, right? If time was not real, these physical bodies would be living forever. Time is real. Now, what they mean by time is non-existent, even when they say that, is they're speaking as far as the digital clock system structure that we have, the 12 hours here, 12 hours there, or whether you want to go military time. You know what I'm saying? Those times are not, but time is definitely real, and time is, in essence, time is one thing that we do not get back, which we need to understand. We need to value time more. Value your time more. You don't get it back. You don't get it back. All these weird new motherfuckers keep saying, oh, your time is not real. Just waste it away. Go live on the clouds. And like, even the birds don't even live on the clouds. It's not fucking real. It's not reality. You know what I'm saying? So time does exist. If time doesn't exist, then we wouldn't be fucking seeing things mature and grow and fucking all this other progression and ascension and like, it's so much going on out here that shows that time does exist. And they be killing our time. They want to kill our time. You kill all my time, then you're wasting my energy. Like, I know that my time is real, you know? I do. I know that time exists. I knew when I did 3 years in that motherfucker, that shit was real. And I knew when I came home, I wasn't gonna be living in those spaces where other people was living at, like, oh, well, I gotta get back this time. No, there is no get back time. There is no get back time. That's even from being in high school, transitioning to those places, or outside of after that, and just transitioning through life. Like, it don't matter how many demons or narcs I done been through or dealt with or been around. Like, yeah, look, time is still going. Time is still going. Don't let them trick you and manipulate you out of thinking that, oh, time is non-existent. Time exists. You keep wasting time and see what the fuck is gonna happen. If I waste 10 years, I'd be old as fuck right now. That's real. That's real. That is fucking real. Spiritually and physically. That is real. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, I would know, because I've always been so self-aware, that I would know that I'm wasting time. I would know. I feel like, oh, I'm not being productive. When that feeling comes across you, it's telling you time is real in the physical realm. It doesn't exist the same way in the spiritual realm. You know what I'm saying? But time is very real. And these motherfuckers will waste your time and drain you of your energy if you are not laying down the rules and boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And it's not that they don't know. It's that they don't give a fuck. Stop thinking that they don't know. Stop thinking that they don't have the tools and they need the tools. They don't give a fuck. I'm trying to tell you, I done experienced enough of them to know spiritually the bodies, the vessels change, but the familiar energy in their tactics doesn't change. It's all the fucking same. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to run it up too long though. Y'all tap into everything down below. Peace and love to the kids and queens.